Hi guys, it's Dutchess. For those of you who don't know me, I am Dutch. This is my channel, Dutchess Divinity, and we do lots of stuff here, but today we're going to do a pick a card. You can probably hear in my voice that I'm a little bit sick, but I was gone for so long. I'm home, I'm not going anywhere because I'm sick, so I'm like, let me just pump out a couple readings because I've been gone for a bit and just, do it. Honestly, too, being sick drives me crazy. Like, I'm not one of those people that can just lay down and watch TV. I can't. Like, if you can, leave in the comments how that's possible, how I can do that. But anyway, today we're going to find out, like, what the fuck is going on. What the fuck? Because I see comments that are like, okay, but like, when is it gonna get better? And honestly, I'm not gonna go into detail, but I can tell you, like, same. I feel like very frustrated with my love life personally right now, and I'm just very confused. I feel like I'm moving through a lot of old energy and working through like old, I want to say habits that were created around trauma, and figuring out what works for me and what doesn't. And it's not easy, when you've spent your whole life moving dysfunctionally through romantic relationships to be healthier. It's a process, and I just want to say, like, I understand you guys because I feel it, like I'm going through it too. I'm the reader, but I'm also a young human just trying to get by. So today we're just gonna find out like what the fuck is going on. And then I think I'm going to take a break from, like, romantic readings for a bit, because I honestly just think I want to focus more energy on us, like, those of you who are tuning in. Like, let's pour our cup into ourselves. And I'm not saying I'm not going to do romantic readings anymore. I'm just saying I want to do more in between that are, like, okay, so, like, what do your spirit guides want you to know? What to look forward to in work. I just want to branch out a little more, but that's enough rambling. So today we've got resin products that I make for to pick your group. So if you don't know, I love making resin. I like making Orgonite specifically. Orgonite is a really special product. It was created in ancient Kemet, ancient Egypt. It was created there, and it helps to bring a sense of peace and calm. I'll see if I can find this video to like link in the description. It was like they did a placebo one. They did one that was like not actual Orgonite, and then one that was actual like Orgonite, and the effects that people had from it. It was really cool. They like put them in like these rooms. They were like these tiny boxes, and one was made entirely of Orgonite and one was made of wood, and the people who were in the wood were like having panic attack and anxiety, but the people who were in the Orgonite, honestly, most of them fell asleep because it was so peaceful and healing. And so I want to bring peace and healing to the planet, so I make Orgonite, and I specifically make Orgonite pendants because I want people to be able to carry that energy on them and then be the light in the world. Because when we're angry or when we're hyped up, like, that vibration continues, right? It's a ripple effect. I'm the worst at it, especially in the car. Like, I have road rage, so when I'm wearing my 0 point frequency Orgonite, it helps me to stay neutral. So like, that person cuts me off, but I don't like beep and scream at them and flip them off. I'm just like, okay, and then that person doesn't go out and fucking like flip someone off, or I think you guys understand what I'm saying. So I really like making the Orgonite, and I decided to branch out and make some other Orgonite products. And yes, and in my shop I make all sorts of stuff. Like, I make soaps, I make like jar magic, I have like mojo bags. Like, check it out if you're interested. I also do paintings. I swear this isn't a plug. I guess it is. It is. I'm plugging myself, but like, I don't know. I guess I'm just passionate about what I do, and I'm sharing it because I'm like reigniting a passion to it, because I've been doing work outside of this. Like, I've been nannying for people and stuff, and honestly, like, it's made me appreciate what I do more. So I guess I'm talking about it because I'm passionate about it, and also because I'm excited that I have these new products to share. So yeah, so The ones that we'll be picking from today, the objects we'll be picking from today will be Orgonite that are available in my shop. So the first group, group 1, you're going to be this beautiful gypsy Orgonite. She's got the sacred geometry in there. She's looking at her crystal ball, beautiful, and then it's all sparkly and pink. This is an unconditional love 0-point frequency Orgonite, so this helps you not only to stay neutral and you know, not get too worked up about situations, which helps you to manifest, because when you stay detached, your manifestations come into fruition more easily, right? So it has the unconditional love thing too, because it's like holding that space of unconditional love while also being neutral. That's like ascended master energy. There's amethyst and rhodochrosite, I think, and rose quartz in this. So if you feel connected to that, that's group 1. Group 2, this piece is actually already sold. Thank you to who bought it. So it's a dish. It's an Orgonite dish. You can see there's a little fuzzy fairy on there. He's super cutie. There's a 56 on there if that means something to you. Also lots of purple and pink here. Third eye. We've got the rose quartz and sodalite on the dish, and then on the back, if this resonates with you, these are all his little fairy woodland friends. So if this one, and he also has like a little orb. So that's for those of you who resonate with group 2. And then group 3, you're going to be this beautiful money 0-point frequency Orgonite. It's a money witch, and she's sparkly and beautiful. She's got her black cat and her pumpkin. There's amber in the pumpkin and black tourmaline, black onyx, and amethyst in the black cat. And then the witch herself is filled with green jade for money, bringing in prosperity. Then there's amethyst in the moon, because amethyst helps us to break bad habits. So it's like breaking bad habits around money. And then there's also some actual money in there. There's like dollars that I've anointed and signed. It's essentially a petition on $1. And then there are 2 lucky pennies in there, and then obviously the 0-point frequency symbol. So it's really good, like, because like I said, it's good for manifestation, because when you can stay neutral is when you get what you want. So yeah, that's for those of you who resonate with this witchy money energy for group 3. So I will hold them all up together. Let me see. Group 1, group 2, group 3. There you go. Alright guys, I'll see you in your groups. I love you. Hello group 1. This is for those of you who chose this. Should I do ASMR? I've been thinking I want to do ASMR. I've been really thinking about it a long time. I won't chew. I'll do this. Just like this. Just kidding. Isn't that so relaxing? Oh my god, I have to stop. You can tell I'm feeling better. I'm getting punchy. Finally. Thanks for all your well wishes and prayers, because damn, it helped a lot. Just from yesterday to today. So this is for those of you who chose this for group 1. Let's find out what the fuck is going on. Like, honestly, what the fuck? Okay. Starting with a prayer as always. Benevolent guides, guardians, ancestors, angels, star family, higher self, Yeshua, Ba'al, and God's source. I humbly come to you today saying thank you for all that I have, and also requesting now that you use me as a vessel for the divine. Nothing more, nothing less. Let me be a mouthpiece for source. Let no truth be told for a lie, and let no lie be told for a truth. Please allow the information that comes through to be kind, palatable, and easy to understand. And please allow this to affect all those who witness this only for the highest and greatest good of themselves, the highest and greatest good of humanity, and the highest and greatest good of the universe. Amun Ra Ashe Namaste. By the power of 3, so mote it be. Always works, always a blessing. Okay, so let's see what the fuck. Okay, so Spirit. Spirit, can you please tell me for group 1, tell me what the fuck. What the fuck is going on? So I think I'm going to do like a little bit like last time. I'm going to do a combination of, I'm going to do a combination of speaking for them and then channeling, like channeling them and then like just channeling the messages. Alright, so I'm sorry to break it to you, group 1, but your person is dealing with addictions of some sort. So maybe you already knew that, maybe you didn't, but they are in the process of healing, but they're having a really hard time letting go. So here with the 7 of Swords and the Page of Cups, the first thing I thought when this came out, the Page of Cups, I thought, uh-oh, somebody's been drinking too much. Then the 7 of Swords came out. The 7 of Swords is an addiction card. It has to do with addictions. It has to do with sneaky behaviors. It has to do with lying. It has to do with doing things behind people's backs, right? It's the reason that in this deck it's called the Cannibal, okay? So here with the Page of Cups as well, I just feel like your person's been trying to numb the pain. I think they've been doing all these different things to try and be happy and try and have fun and try and fill this void in their life. They could be spending money excessively, like excessively shopping. They could be addicted to shopping. They could be a gambler. They could go out all the time. They could just like go out dancing or go out drinking like way too much. Whatever I just heard avoidant, like whatever they're doing to avoid their pain and sorrow, and they are feeling a lot of hurt right now. And I just heard it's a collective hurt, but it's also a familial hurt. So like they're feeling all the pain of the collective right now, but they're also feeling the pain of their lineage, the pain of their family line. And this is really hurting them right now. There's some shady things that are coming to the surface. So maybe they're realizing, so like, let's say for an example, like maybe somebody's like business closed. Okay, let's just do this as an example. So let's say 2 siblings are running a business and like the business closes and they think it's just because the business did bad, but then when they look back at the books, it's because one of the siblings was like stealing from the business. So it's almost just like there's some shady shit going on and it's coming to the surface and it looks really bad. Also, for some of you in the family, they're finding out, like they could be finding out, this is very specific, but I just heard like mob connections. So they could even be finding out that there was like connection, or just connections to shady shit, like connections to things like could be drug trafficking, literally like it could be anything that you would think like, damn, like any family problem. It feels like an extreme family problem though. Like it doesn't just feel like, oh, me and my sister got in a fight and now we're not talking. It feels like, oh, you stole my like car and sold it in the middle of the night to pay for your drug problem. So I need the drug problem I didn't even realize you had. Okay, now I'm going off a tangent on like too many like examples, but I think you know what I'm saying. They're dealing with some shady shit right now in their family and they don't want to get you involved in it. Okay, but they're also unwilling to let go. Like they're unwilling to so whatever fuckery that's going on, they're unwilling to accept it. They're in some denial. For some of you, I'm hearing this could even be like finding out that like, you know, okay, this is going to be really intense for some people, but it could even be finding out that like one of their like their grandpa or like their father, like someone that they really look up to, actually like sexually assaulted someone to like conceive them, or like sexually assaulted someone and was like arrested for it, or like some serious heavy shit is happening in their family, and that's why they're drinking, okay? And if they're not drinking, they're doing other things. Like I said, they could be overworking, you know, just to avoid it, whatever. They have some sort of addiction because there's this really serious fucked up thing that has happened in their family and they're trying to process it, but they can't. And they're unwilling to let go, like they're in denial, but also they're unwilling to let go of like their vice. They're unwilling to let go of whatever it is that they're addicted to. They could be addicted to porn, it could be anything. 9 of Wands. So, but they want you to know that like they are really in the process of trying to heal. They are really in the process of trying to heal. Okay, so what's going on then with the connection between group 1 and their person? So what's going on between them? Okay, so we have organization and principle. So my friend's dog chewed these cards. I like them better now. I think it gave them character. But if you're wondering why there are bite marks, it wasn't me. Just kidding. You probably already knew that. But anyway, okay, so on this card, I see like cows and wheat. I just heard, I see a beautiful future with you. But right now, I'm trying to lay the bricks and the foundations to actually build this future. There's so much corruption and pain going on within me and around me that I don't want to subject you to it, because I fear that if I bring you into it right now, it could be laid in the foundations of our future. And I don't want what's going on here. There's like this severe manipulation that your person grew up in. They could have, I just heard my father, like their father could have been like a sociopath, or your father. It's something with the father. Very manipulated, very calculated, very cold, very mean. They're like, I don't want you to think I'm manipulating you, but also like sometimes they just come off in that way because it's how they were raised. But they're also like, so if, okay, I just heard my silence is not rejection. So if they are being quiet with you, it's because they don't want to manipulate you, because they can't involve you in what's going on here, right? Because like I said, it's like they don't want to lay the bricks of the foundation to their future and include the manipulation in it. They want to come out of the manipulation. Something about Scorpio, the next Scorpio moon, there's going to be a major shift in communication here, because I'm seeing a lot of blue. Also, a sign for you guys are going to be cows and like blue birds that you see. Your person could have blue eyes as well. Doesn't have to. They're like, okay, so your person's like, I'm sorry that you keep giving me all these chances. Like, you're such an angel. You're such an angel in the way that you constantly, like, never give up on me and give me so many chances. But also, they see you leaving. So you could have just, this could have been like, there could have been a situation that you were like, that's the last straw. And now you're gone. Because look at her. She's like taking the kids and running. And I feel like they're like, I understand why you ran. Like if you're running right now, they just say that they understand why. And they're like, I'm going to do everything I can to get you back, or to like prove to you that I'm serious about this. So if it's not that you're gone, you're just like feeling like not excited about the relationship or whatever, they're going to start doing things to show their love to you and prove to you that they appreciate you. And honestly, exaltation, like this is going to be a very happy and exciting time for you, but it's about endurance. It's about getting through the ugly shit. And I just heard like it's a marriage. So like even if you want to get married, but even if you don't, like think about a marriage. Like there are ups and downs. It's not always fun, and it's definitely not always sexy. Sometimes it's devastating. Sometimes people die. Sometimes people get sick. Like sometimes, you know, like, okay, this is gonna sound gross, but like fucking I'm a nanny, right? So I have to give babies breast milk. Like sometimes the breast milk smells fucking gross. Like that's a marriage, right? Like when someone loves you, even when your like boob is leaking breast milk from your baby that you two created together, you know what I mean? So Spirit's just saying, like, whether you want children or not, like this partnership, that's exactly what it is. It's a partnership, and a partnership is like, it endures, right? It endures the good, the bad, the ugly, and the smelly, right? I just saw 11:11 when I said that. How is your person perceiving you right now? They're perceiving your energy as very, very old. They're perceiving your energy as very healing. And they're perceiving your energy as taking no shit. They could be having memories about past lives with you. They're taking your energy as very healing, very light-bodied, very angelic, like I said, very patient, very tolerant. pause the video if you need to. You can ask a yes or no question. The answer to your yes or no question is not the right time. And then on the bottom we have wait. Not the right time, wait. This is good. All right, so we'll get some channeled messages from your person, and then we'll get their sexual fantasies. All right, so what does group 1's person want to say? I am watching you. Look at how cute his little eyes are. I am watching you. You make me feel vulnerable, which makes me feel weak. It's how I was raised. I miss talking to you. No one else challenges me or gets me like you do. Your energy haunts all that I do. Everywhere I look, I see you. I miss you. Astrally, you are mine. I can't stop thinking about how you called me out. I'm sorry I projected on you. So you could have recently called them out. Remember I said something was the last straw? I need you, baby. I know I am not good enough for you right now. I am working on giving you what you need. Okay. And the sexual fantasies, please, of group 1. My ear hurts. Oh. Sexual fantasies. We have moan in my mouth. I just heard I miss your mouth. I want it. They want you to suck their dick. Scream how much you love the way I fuck you. They're feeling a little insecure and they're like, I want to know that I'm doing a good job. Tell me I'm doing a good job. Please tell me I'm doing a good job. Send nudes. They really want to see some sexy pictures from you. They want to see your body. They really want to see you naked. Slap the shit out of me so you guys could like rough sex, or they could be like, look, I know I fucked up. You can go ahead and slap me a little bit. Let me lick you all over. I heard I want to take care of you more than I have in the past. And then we have you up, spit in my mouth. So they're like, are you up for this? Because at the end of the day, I'm your simp. I'm just not acting like it. I want to hold you. So they miss you. Tell me you're mine. And then we have let me fuck you raw. All right, let's get you some advice. Advice, please, for group 1. Advice, please, for group 1. Mending day. Mending day. The parts of your heart that are unhealed need loving attention. Now it is time to sow the seeds of love. This is where you stitch up unhealed tears, unhealed tears in the heart. Spirit and your guides are now offering you a golden thread to weave a pattern of healing. They know you struggle with painful memories, sadness, resentment, and anger. It really is okay. This card sends the message it is probably time to journal, get counseling, or talk to a trusted friend about what is bothering you. A stitch in time saves 9 angry outbursts. It prevents the temptation to blame others. The healing thread helps you to take responsibility for creating this journey on a soul level. By all means, have your feelings. Now is the time to allow Spirit to surprise you with synchronicities designed to heal your heart. It is time for a fresh start. Call in God's grace. It is mending day at your place. That rhymed. Damn. So yeah, there's some things that need to be healed and some anger that needs to be processed. But that's all I have for you, group 1. Thank you so much for joining me today. I had fun. I hope you did too. Like if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you fucking feel like it and you'd like to see me again, comment if you got something to say. And I'll see you another time, I hope, apparently. Just kidding. Okay, I love you. Bye. Hi, group 2. This is for those of you who chose the fairy tray. The little sad fairy. Are you a sad boy or a sad girl? Or anything in between? I just looked up and I saw Shiva on my door, and he was like, hey, because he's like this. He was like, hey. So for some of you, that's a message. Some of you work with Shiva or Shiva, however you pronounce. Okay, Spirit, what the fuck is going on with group 2's person? The fuck is going on with group 2's person? Okay, your person's super stubborn, and they're like choosing to stay in painful negative energy right now. They're not ready to forgive. And it could be that they're not ready to forgive you, or they're just, I just heard there's lots of things that they're not ready to forgive in their life, with their family, with their friends, with you, they're in this energy where they're stuck and they don't want to forgive. But Spirit just said you can pray for them, because right now is a Yeshua portal, a Jesus portal, a Christ portal. And when we think about Christ, right, we think about forgiveness, right? Isn't that that's like the thing with Christ? So you can use this energy to pray that, they just said it starts with forgiving themselves. Like, okay, so they're refusing to forgive themselves about certain things, and this is inhibiting their ability to forgive others in their life, because if it has to start with you, right? Like how they say, if you don't love yourself, you can never find true love, because it's not coming from within. So it's the same thing with the forgiveness here. This person's in stuck between a rock and a hard place. I just saw the fucking Excalibur, the sword. It's like they feel like no matter how hard they try, they can't get this rock out of the sword, but it just takes the right touch, right? It takes the right time, the right touch, the right everything. Everything has to come into alignment, and they're so far out of alignment right now. They are so, okay, so you know how they say you can never go wrong, but you can take side roads on your path? I guess that was confirmation from Spirit, that little noise there. How you can never go wrong, but you can get sidetracked on your path. This is the path. They took a road that's it's way out to the side, and they're out there, man, and they're out in no man's land, and they're pissed because they're out in no man's land, and they're like, how did I get here? It's feeling really hard to get back on track. But the more they resist the forgiveness of self, and the more they resist opening their heart and taking down this spiritual armor, the more they are stuck, right? But they're stuck in a prison of their own design. As soon as they make the choice to change, they will, but they just haven't made the choice. They don't want to. I see two Leo signs here. I see Aquarius, Pisces, and Aries. So I feel like there could be major change and shifts in this connection during Aries season. But I also think whatever planetary alignments happen with Leo next, there's going to be a shift in their confidence and their ability to take responsibility for their own forgiveness during the next big Leo transit, whatever that is. I'm not an astrologer. I'm not going to pretend to know what the fuck is going on. Your person's really angry right now. They're really pissed off, just with where they're at. I just heard I'm mad at myself. They're mad at themselves for so many things, but it's coming out externally. It's coming out oh, I'm mad at my job, or I'm mad at my mom, or I'm whatever it is. They're mad at all these external factors. I just heard I'm mad I didn't make a move when I should have. And I'm literally seeing two people staring deeply into each other's eyes, and I'm covered in chills. So they're mad at themselves that they didn't. I just heard that would have changed. I wouldn't be on this side path. Okay, so maybe you maybe you like just went on a date with this person, it went great, and they were like waiting to like kiss you goodnight, and then they didn't kiss you goodnight, and then for whatever reason, like all these things like didn't fall into place as they should have, because that kiss didn't happen that night. Like that's how they see it in their head. Or maybe you were like about to reconcile. Maybe you like serendipitously came into connection and you saw each other, and like they wanted to make a move but they didn't, and they're like kicking themselves. Like if they saw you out sometime, or like there was a Spirit just said you'll know. There was like this pivotal point in your two's reconnection where a move should have been made and it wasn't, and they kick themselves every day for that. They're feeling very like lonely. They're feeling very frustrated. They're just feeling very sad. They're feeling like if they're a parent, like if they have children, they've been really kicking themselves lately, feeling like they're not doing enough, or like they're not good enough, or like they're not providing enough for their child. So that's an area that they're really struggling right now. And then we have the Knight of Cups here, the Djinn, and it's like they feel too right now. Okay, so they feel really alone and very ostracized here with the Gargoyle card. They feel like nobody really understands them. They're really this is someone going through like a dark night of the soul. And they just feel like no matter what happens, like nothing ever goes right. And they're feeling very cursed right now. Like they feel very unlucky. And they feel very stuck and stubborn and stuck in their old ways. And they're very pessimistic right now. They're very pessimistic. They're having a hard time. So what the fuck is going on between group 2 and their person? So what's going on in the relationship? I just heard I am so scared, and I just got covered in chills. This is a major life decision. Okay, so interesting. Okay, so honestly, they're like, I'm really, like how I said, they're having a hard time forgiving everyone in their life. They're like, it's the principle of it. They're like, the things that you did, I just don't know if it's forgivable. And of course they are, and of course they will find the forgiveness in their heart, but right now they're really in a dark place. And they're really just like staring down this void, and it's scary for them, because they're afraid. I just heard, I'm afraid to get hurt again. So it's like they feel so strongly for you. They feel so strongly for you that something could have happened in the past where they got really hurt. Like you could have said or done something, or like, I don't know how much, like, depending on how much history you do or don't have, but they're like, it's the principle of it. They're like, if I get back with you, would that be me, like, disregarding, like, would that be me disrespecting myself if I were to let you back in my life, or if I were to get back with you? And also, I get the feeling, too, that this person could be established elsewhere, so they could have a girlfriend, or a boyfriend, or, like, a husband or a wife, and they're like, yo, it's the principle of it. Like, I've been with this person for so long. I just heard, but I want you. And I'm literally seeing tears. Like, I'm seeing crying, and it's like, Next Best American Record by Lana Del Rey, when she's like, I want you. It sounds so ugly because I'm sick. But when she says that, like, you can hear the want in her voice. It's like, I want you, but I'm sad, and I don't know what to do because I've already built this. I've built something over here, and now like life and spirit, it's asking me to forgive, and I'm going through this dark night of the soul, and I want you, but I'm hurting, man. You hurt me so bad. Nobody's ever done me like you have, and it's like, how can I process it? I've been healing and healing for so long. These wounds have been so wide open, and okay, so there's healing that needs to go on in the throat chakra between both of you, and healing that needs to go on in the crown chakra between both of you. And there's some sort of resentment there's some sort of resentment that's, I'm seeing like, so this is like the water bearer, like Aquarius pouring on the head, and then Aquarius over here with this card that's like, feels like there could have been something bad that happened during Aquarius season, or there could be some sort of resentment surrounding an Aquarius, or some sort of Aquarian energy that needs to be healed here. There's Aquarian energy that needs to be healed, but Spirit says just call upon them. If you ask for help, you ask and ye shall receive, right? But they're like, I'm trying to put all the pieces together, but it's such a tumultuous time right now, and I'm so scared. And I don't ever, like, the only way that I could ever be with you again is if we promise to never do what we did again. Like, if we promise, this to me feels like people who purposefully hurt each other. No offense if you're watching group 2, but because we have domination, influence, and revenge, and like part of the revenge is like these people having sex. So this feels like people who went out of their way to hurt each other. And basically your person's like, everything we did was wrong, and it can't happen again. Like, there has to be equal give and take. There can't be this control problem in our relationship. We can't be influenced by outside sources, and we can't let our anger influence us, or like the hatred of the collective cannot get into this relationship. And only if you guys like promised that like nothing bad, like this revenge card, would ever happen again, would they be able to really reconcile and trust you. But I just heard I wouldn't survive another round. I wouldn't survive another round of your version of revenge. Sorry guys, this is a little harsh. However, they do have a vision of the two of you together in the future. They would like to change your marital status. Look at that fox. Fox is the sign of partnership. He's like, So it's scary. This is scary for both of you. But at the end of the day, as long as like this never happened again, I just heard you're the one that I want. Like Grease, that could be I just heard Grease or old-timey movies are going to be a sign for someone. You're the one that I want. But there's some serious shit that needs to be healed. So you're like, what the fuck is going on? A lot. They're just hurting. They're going through a dark night of the soul. They could be going through their Saturn return. It's just not really a good time for them to focus on someone else right now, because there's a lot they need to heal and forgive, and there's a lot that happened between the two of you that like they're just like not ready to process yet. But they are at the same time. I just heard within 3 weeks they will have made their decision on how they're going to move forward. So whether it's going to be to forgive or it's going to continue down their weird side path, they will have made their decision. How are they perceiving? They're perceiving you as extremely beautiful, but also a little bit angry. Like you could be angry at them or hurt with them or upset. Like I just heard, it breaks my heart to know that I broke yours. So like you could have communicated that they hurt you in some way, and so they're perceiving you as feeling hurt. They're perceiving you as like feeling tied to them, very, very tied to them, very attached to them. But not in a bad way, because I just got covered in chills and I heard it's such a relief to know that you're attached to me the way I'm attached to you. So you could have recently like expressed something like this to them, or actually there just could be a shift that suddenly they feel your attachment more than they ever have, and it's just like you're just as attached to them as they are to you, and vice versa. So trust that. They're perceiving you as very beautiful. They're very attracted to your titties, your chest. They're very attracted to you. I just heard I'm looking for you in everyone else, and I can't find you. I feel like I just said that in another reading. There's a past life that you guys have together that they're dreaming about a lot. A past life where it was like wartime. They're dreaming about this often. Also, I just have to say, like, from what I can see from my view right now, I feel like the lighting is just doing so many good things for me. This is beautiful. I just heard I want to show up for you, but they're perceiving you as not needing anyone. Like, you don't need anyone, but they want to show up for you and they want to be there for you. Pause the video if you need to, and feel free to ask a yes or no question. The answer to Yes or no question is choose a new direction. The situation will improve. Look for a sign. So Spirit's saying the situation will improve and they're going to give you a sign that the situation will improve. But for now, you should focus on other things because the more you focus on this, the farther you push it away. And if you're focusing on it, make sure it's productive focusing. So like healing all of this. Like I'm not saying like, oh, just avoid all of the shit that I just read that needs to be processed. But I'm saying don't sit there and obsessively be like, what's going on? What's going on? No, I just told you what's going on. You have to heal. Do that, okay? Not to sound rude, but please, my biggest struggle with a small handful of my clients is getting them to do their homework, and that's really frustrating. Any spiritual worker will tell you that. Work with them, not against them. Anyway, I'm just like chatting with you. Okay, so this is channeled messages. What channeled messages does group 2's person want to tell them? No wonder you chose the sad thing. Your person's sad. Astrally, you are mine. So they're really feeling you astrally. Like I said, they feel that tie to you astrally. You make me feel vulnerable, which makes me feel weak. It's how I was raised. So, and then we have, I miss talking to you. No one else challenges me or gets me like you do. You stimulate my mind. I just heard, okay, it's not necessarily how they were raised, but more of like their friend group. So like the boys, they were always like the most sensitive or the most like respectful out of their friend group. Like they respected women the most or like respected their elders the most. And like they would get picked on for this. But with you, the reason they're like, I miss talking to you, like no one else gets me. Like with you, it's like you understand that they're a softie and that they're a lover and not a fighter, but it's like you really love that about them and you appreciate that about them, and you don't find that to be like demasculating about them at all. You actually find that to be very attractive about them, and they miss that because they've been feeling a little bit like demasculated lately. I know I am not good enough for you right now. I am working on giving you what you need. Your energy is addicting. I can't stop thinking about us. I love you. I loved you before I even knew you. So like maybe when you guys first got together, they already felt like they were in love because they just loved you before they even knew you. I know I am being unfair. It hurts me to hurt you, but I am not well. That has me thinking about this card, like just like nope, not budging. Then we have, I want to be a better person. I don't know. I just don't know how yet. I'm working on this. Then we have, every time I drink, I'm ready to dial your number or text you, but I always bitch out. I fucked up. Can you even forgive me? Okay, and then we'll get some sexual fantasies, please. I just heard there are so many things I do to you. I need to be inside you. It heals me. And I just pictured somebody like caressing, like you caressing them. This is something that like maybe you caress their chest or their face or their back. You're so beautiful, it's actually really intimidating. So if you've been feeling like unattractive lately, they find you very attractive. We have let me lick you all over. I heard I want to take care of you. I want you to feel how much I feel like I want you and want to take care of you. Call me Zaddy. They want to be your zaddy. I just heard, oh shit, I just heard, don't you love her madly? Want to be her zaddy? Don't you love her as she's walking out the door? Like she has 1,000 times before. They're like, I love you, but you keep leaving. Maybe you guys could have been in and out a lot. You up? Like, are you up for this? Because I have my knees. When I look at you, I picture you covered in my jizz. I want to hold you, and I need your love. So there's a lot of, like, there's sexy time stuff, but there's a lot of just, like, I'm needing loving. Like, let's love each other. Let's fuck each other, but let's love each other, you know? I thought one flipped over, but it didn't. Tell me I got a big dick. Tell me how much you love me inside of you. I just heard I've been really missing hearing your voice scream my name. Slap the shit out of me. So they're like, I know we both done fucked up. And then we have, I love your smell. Let me go so deep, baby, and I want to taste you. Okay. And now let's get some advice. Advice, please, for group 2. Play date. It's so cute. Oh my god, that's the cutest smile face I ever seen. That I ever did see. Okay. Up, up, and away. It is definitely time to play. It's playtime. There is nothing like recess to refresh. You've been amazing. You're working so hard, so now it's time for a break. Play is on the way. It's like a gentle breeze that lifts you up, gives you a new perspective, and clears your mind. Go ahead and hang glide with God. Whatever you consider playtime, now is the time to engage with fun and lightness. This is your mind free. This is your mind free from this sets your mind free from daily trappings. It opens the way for creativity and imagination. Play is the first step to new roles, perspective, and actions. Ooh, like in the bedroom too, like role play. Doing something just for fun places you smack dab in the middle of the moment. Sometimes we resist fun because we start taking life too seriously. If you have drawn this card, it is definitely time for a play date. So, yeah, that's your reading. That was fun. I don't know why I put him back. I just want to keep looking at him. He's so cute, but yeah, that's all I have for you guys. I hope you enjoyed that. Like if you enjoyed. My nose just felt so weird. Being sick is weird. Okay, like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you feel like it, comment if you have something to say, and I really do hope I see you another time. Thank you for joining me. I truly appreciate you. You're awesome. Hope you liked it. All right, bye. Hello, group 3. This is for those of you who chose this beautiful little money witch. Ooh. Sorry, excuse me. That was a tiny silent burp. For those of you who don't know, I am a burper. Please don't leave comments about how much you hate them. I'm a human. Humans burp. Okay? All right. Spirit, please tell me what the fuck is going on with group 3? What the fuck is going on? I have to say, group 3, you're lucky because this is the best message so far. Okay, so your person definitely recently went through a dark night of the soul. So group 1 and 2 was very much like people currently like going through a dark night of the soul, and I feel like your person's like right at the tail end of one and really coming out the other end. I'm literally seeing an image of like clouds and like the sun shining through the clouds. So the reason I say that is because we have the 9 of Swords here, and it's the basilisk, and you can see he's really chasing down his demons, and he's like fighting it back with the mirror. Okay, so there were certain things recently, and okay, so this is still going on. This energy is still very prevalent. There are certain things in your person's life that are reflecting their behavior, their truth, and their energy back at them, and they don't necessarily like what they see. So there have been certain recent situations, it could have even been conversations or situations with you, but I do see it's with friends, family, and work. So all aspects of your person's life are reflecting back certain aspects of themselves that they don't necessarily like, but they didn't realize were there. So like maybe they're very selfish and they didn't realize that they were so selfish until all of a sudden they started to get a taste of their own medicine, and then they were like, whoa, it doesn't feel good to be treated that way. You know what I mean? So like they're finally starting to realize that there was even a problem in the first place, and they're like, oh shit, like I haven't really been doing a good job, or I'm not exactly proud of what I've been manifesting, or I'm not exactly proud of the way I've been treating you, or treating my niece, or treating my mother, like whatever. treating my sibling. There's everything. Everywhere they go, it's a mirror. And so I just heard you're having a very similar experience in your life right now, but like you're having a repeat lesson. So like for me, my lesson that's on repeat right now is like boundary setting and saying no. Every day I'm forced to say no and boundary set multiple times because it's something my throat, something I really struggle with. So for the last week, I've had to overset boundaries. And like, even like my friend right now, she has had to branch out more. So the lesson that she's having right now is that she's very content with her life, but she's a little bored. So she's like, okay, so now every day she has to do something to like branch out. So you have a lesson in your life that you're really focusing in on right now. What they're really focusing in on right now is, first of all, their ability to manifest. So for the first time in their life, I think they're starting to actually believe in like manifestation, because I think they actually just put it into practice. And I think they're very analytical and very logical. And I think that this is like kind of the first time in their life that they're starting to believe in magic, or believe in a higher power, or believe that this is like a matrix grid that is to be manipulated, this reality, and that this is a 3D reality. It's not linear and it's not actually very solid. It's just dense. And so we can manipulate it to our will and our whim. And they're starting to actually recognize that. I also just heard I was really depressed for a while. Like they were feeling really, really depressed, and they're finally starting to get like their fire back. They're finally starting to get their spark back for life. And it feels really good. And they're starting to remember, like, they're starting to, like, want to believe in something. They've never wanted to believe in anything other than themselves. And they're starting to want to believe in their family. They're starting to want to believe in their friends. They're starting to want to believe in you. Starting to want to believe that this relationship could actually be something. Am I wrong for thinking that we could be something for real? Oh, yeah. Oh, that song. Okay, so they're like, I just heard they're having this like epiphany moment, because I feel like for a long time you've been like, what's wrong? And they've just been I just heard, I've been a couch potato. I heard it just like that. I have been a couch potato, and I put on some pounds. Only my sweatpants fit. And then I literally just saw Adventure Time when Jake is like, I call sweatpants give up on life pants, because peeps need to respect themselves. That's them. They're like, all I wore was give up on life pants. Oh my God. So you've been frustrated with them, but they couldn't even feel your frustration because they've been so depressed and so like self-loathing that they literally couldn't even deal with like, remember how I said they're starting to realize how selfish they've been? It's because they're coming out of a depression and they're realizing just how mean they've been. They didn't even realize how depressed they were. Like now here with these swords, they're finally starting to see like, damn, I'm getting my passion back. I didn't even realize it was gone. Their sex drive could have been super low too. And they're like, damn, I didn't even realize like how low my sex drive was. They were really depressed. They were eating really bad. Yeah, they were just not doing good. And now they're starting to see that manifestations come into fruition. They're on the upswing, right? The pendulum is swinging in the positive direction. Here with the King of Cups, it's like they're starting to actually feel some emotions. They haven't really felt something in so long. They haven't really felt something in so long because they've been so depressed, and they just like, they've been numb. My throat is like really itchy. Their throat chakra could be currently opening, and their heart chakra, because I see a lot of green here, and their third eye, definitely their third eye with the purple. I just heard they were really scared to open up their third eye. They could have had, this is my stupid water bottle. I put the sticker on it. It glows not the sticker, the water bottle glows in the dark, and that's Kermit with a fucking gun. I think it's funny, but you know the place where it's not funny, where I accidentally brought it? The airport. I'll never make that mistake again. The whole time I was like trying to not, like I was trying, like nothing to see here, nothing weird going on, nothing creepy. Like I just, yeah. I think you get what I'm saying. I didn't want them to think I'm a fucking terrorist because I have like this stupid Kermit with a gun. My ear hurts. So I feel like you could have said some shit to them that it hurt to hear, but at the same time they needed it. So they're starting to actually open up their heart chakra, and they're starting to feel a lot more. And with this, they're starting to actually feel like, I feel like they didn't have a lot of emotions, and they're just starting to feel like, sorry, my ear just really hurts. And I'm distracted. They could be super distracted. Okay, I have so many things on my mind. I have this to-do list that never ends. How can I focus on us right now when I have this really long to-do list that if I don't get this to-do list done, then you and I can never be a thing? They're like, just give me a break and give me some time. I need more time, I need more time, I need more time. That's just what I keep hearing. Okay, so King of Cups here, they're starting to actually feel, okay, but they hate their whole life. They've been like, fuck feelings. So here with this like bloody axe there, they're trying to kill their feelings, and it's not working anymore. It's not working anymore. And also here with the Knight of Pentacles, they are working on creating a really solid, stable foundation right now in home. So they're working on creating a really solid, stable, home base. So they could be trying to buy a home. They could be trying to get their own place. I just heard they could be trying to create their own business. The pandemic really showed them that they don't like to have, I think they've always been very independent and very self-sufficient their entire life. And the government, shutting down the world made them realize that they actually do have to depend on things outside of themselves, like grocery stores and things along those lines. Or even they could have worked for someone and then become non-essential when things shut down. So they're trying to create their own business because they're like, okay, I don't want to answer to these people, or I can keep working my business even if they just don't want their life in other people's hands. So right now they're doing everything they can to make a ton of money to get a solid, stable home foundation. So that's what they're working on right now. They're saving up and they want to buy a home. Okay, so what the fuck is going on in the relationship? So what the fuck is going on between group 3 and their person? I just heard that they burned you and they hurt you, and you burned them and you hurt them, but you're both moving past that. You're both growing out of it. And this, I just heard leave the past in the past, because what you guys can have in the future, oh my God, I'm getting chills. What you guys can have in the future is the past is so petty. It's so immature. You guys are about to create look at more chills. Oh my God, can you see them? You guys are about to create something, the truth chills, right? You guys are about to create something really beautiful, really solid, and really stable, but you have to heal the past, and you have to talk about the past. And my sinus just opened up when I said that. As I'm talking about this, I saw 1111, and it says achievement. Oh. Shit. Okay. Okay, guys. Okay. So, sorry, those last couple cards just they just freaked me out a little bit. Okay. Okay. So, the first card that we got out, what's going on between the two of you, we have excitement, and then we got resourcefulness. So I feel even though, whatever happened between the two of you, even though it made you feel bad, so our grief, whenever we go through moments of extreme grief, whenever we're I just heard, it's the final countdown. So it's like whenever we go through these things, it just makes us stronger, right? Like when you put a sword in a flame, it makes it stronger, right? It burns it for a bit, but then it comes out stronger, like iron working, right? So it's like all this grief, all this pain, all this sorrow, it just made you guys stronger. It made you more adaptable. It made you more resourceful. And I just heard you guys are in separation right now, and you're separately displaying the same energy. Not emotionally, though, because this person does not feel as deeply as you. So whatever you're feeling, like if you're feeling deep sadness, they're probably just feeling sadness. If you're feeling extreme excitement, they're probably just feeling excitement. If that makes sense, you're just wired differently to experience emotions differently. But whatever you're going through, so are they. This is very twin flaming. And the resourcefulness and excitement here, it's very much like, okay, it gave you like whatever shitty thing happened between the two of you, kicked you guys into like creating a new, like how they were saying, they feel passion for life again. You're starting to feel more passion around things as well. There could have been some sort of tower moment, but there, between the two of you right now, you're both being super resourceful. And you're both being grateful for what you have and happy to enjoy the moment. And this is what's bringing you guys together. This excitement and this resourcefulness. And there's going to be an achievement between the two of you. You're going to build something really beautiful together. I do see that you could have had a past life as well during ancient Aztec times or ancient Egyptian times here with the Sphinx and then also the calendar wheel. But I just heard this is fated, okay? This is fated, but you both need to assert yourselves. So like there are certain things that both of you do that are just kind of shitty. Like the manipulation card came out here. So there are just certain things that both of you do that hurt each other's feelings. And in order for you to move through this and to have your achievement and to have like for this to work out, you guys must assert what doesn't work. And you must assert what's not working exactly when it's not working. So not like 3 weeks later when you've been stewing and now you have 15 things that you're pissed off about and now you yell at them about how pissed off you are about those 15 things. You have to say it when it happens. Well, I didn't like how you did that. I didn't like your tone there. And don't say it to start a fight. Say it to open up that throat chakra and assert yourself so that they can fix it. So they can say, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean anything by the tone. And then you're like, okay. So that way 3 weeks later when you're like all bent out of shape and you're like, well, I didn't like how you talked to me 3 weeks ago when you had that certain tone, when you said this and that and this and that. And they're like, what? You know? And also Spirit is saying too that here we have flattery, caution, and criticism. So Spirit's saying, this tells me that you get more flies with honey than you do with vinegar. So it's like, just try to be nice. Like just be careful with the way you criticize them and make sure that like when you're communicating, it's constructive criticism and that it's not just mean. And also like your person, when you criticize them in a certain way, it's good to also be like, but I really like how you did this. Because your person's just sensitive. They try to act like they're not, but they're just sensitive. And that's why they run away, because they get their feelings hurt. And then they just leave. They dip because they're like, what is this I'm feeling? I don't want to feel it. Goodbye. And we have eccentricity and lust. So things are about to get fucking crazy in the bedroom. Look at that volcano there. It's about to it's like that's how I feel like it's gonna, oh my god, explosion, okay? Like it's going to be so hot and sexy, so fucking steamy, and it's that, god, they're just gonna tear apart your body. Also, look at that tongue. He's like yum 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 yum. They just find you so yummy. It's about to get fucking buck wild, crazy, sick, nasty in there, okay? It's about to get crazy as fuck. And then here, this is what scared me. This is because this is how I read it. I got the manipulation card and I said, can you please clarify that? And we got birth and health. So if you are not having protected sex, make sure you're careful that you don't accidentally get pregnant. Make sure that you're not using like sex as a manipulation. Also, the manipulation tactic with your person and vice versa. Also, make sure that like their sexual health is good. Make sure that you ask them like, are you clean? Okay? Don't let them manipulate you into being like, oh, it feels better without a condom, whatever. If you want to wear a condom, just don't let that happen, because you could very well get pregnant, or you could very well get like a sexually transmitted disease. So, and I'm not, like, this is no shade to anything. It's just, like, people need to be transparent, right? We can't be, like, I'm not saying shade to anyone who has, like, venereal disease or anything like that. It's just, like, you have to be transparent. You have to be honest so that people can truly be consensual when they're sleeping with you. And it's important that you raise that question, like, do you have any sexual diseases? Okay, you just have to ask, are you clean? There's nothing wrong with that. And people, like, in my life, people have tried to embarrass me all the time, being like, yeah, of course I am, like, aren't you? Like, why would you even ask that? No, it's like, I love myself, I love my body, and it's an important question to ask. We need to normalize that, and we need to normalize, like, condoms, and, like, you know what I mean? Like, we just need to normalize this conversation, not in a perverted way, because the government's trying to take it in a really weird, perverted direction, like they always do, because the government is weird and perverted. But I mean, like, on an interpersonal level, we need to normalize these conversations, because, like, sex is a big deal. It is. Like, you're allowing someone else's body to be in your body, and especially during a time like right now, we understand the importance of having physical health, and also during a time right now, we understand the importance of you know, a safe, stable environment for a child to grow up in, because our external environment is not safe or stable in this pandemic, you know? So just making sure that I just heard I almost just said cross all your I's and dot all your T's. They just said cross all your T's, dot all your I's. Just make sure everything is in order. Make sure you're respecting yourself. And I just heard, don't let them come inside you because you will get pregnant. Don't let them come inside you because you will get pregnant. Unless you want to get pregnant, then let them. How is group 3's person perceiving them? Oh, this is the same as group 1. I'll get you another one, too. Damn! Your person's wanting a commitment to you, but they're also perceiving you as being committed to yourself. Like, being committed to yourself and your money and your family and your friends. Like, you've made a commitment to be you. And that's the other thing they really like about you, is that you are yourself and you don't care what people say. So, like, for me, like, people come up on here all the time telling me, oh, you shouldn't be burping, you shouldn't be swearing, you shouldn't be doing this. I don't care. Look at me. I'm doing it anyway. They like that about you, that you're like me in that way, that you don't really care if someone doesn't like something about you. If you like it about you, or if it's something that's just a part of who you are, then you're just like, whatever. It is. You don't have to like it, but I'm not going to change it. And they really like that about you. If you've been setting hard boundaries with them, I just heard it makes my dick hard. If you've been setting hard boundaries with them, it's very sexually attractive to them. They're far more romantically and sexually attracted to you when you set super hard boundaries and when you take control of the relationship and the situation. And then here with White Buffalo Woman, they're finding your energy to be very healing, but very wrathful right now and very standoffish. They feel as though you've put a shield around them and, like, they can't really connect to you as well, Ashley. Like, and you could be, like, posting less online or sharing less of yourself with them, and they feel that. I just heard you've been going within a lot, and they feel that too. But your energy feels very healing. And right now they're perceiving you as the one that they want and the one that they want to protect. Because, like, look, he's chosen to protect her. I've chosen you, right? That's what I just heard. They're looking at you as the one that they want and the one that they've chosen. I just heard you will be mine. And your person has a sense of humor, because I just saw Grandma's Boy when JP, you know, the robot guy who's like, pew, 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 like, thinks he's invisible, when he's like, Samantha, you will be mine, in his, like, nerd voice, and he's, like, got his fucking collar popped and shit. Yeah, he's like, your person's like, you will be mine. Like, it's not even a question of it anymore. You're already theirs. That's how they feel. Right? The commitment card. This is good, guys. This is very, very good. Okay, pause the video if you need to and ask a yes or no question. We have a year from now, but I want to get you another one. We have compromise. So your answer to your yes or no question is compromise. And then this one, a year from now, this card always comes out. It's not saying, like, oh, you have to wait for a year. This card always comes out when Spirit's like, when I'm getting stressed out and Nikki's like, I'm not Nikki, and Spirit's like, Nikki, where were you this time last year? And then I think back to, like, and I just saw 2, 4 twos. 4 is the number of foundations, 2 is the number of union and connection. So, and also balance. So they say, where were you this time last year? And then I look back this time last year and I'm like, ooh, not good. Or I was okay, but I'm better now. And then they ask me to be grateful for what I have now. And then they say, look at how far you've come in the last year. How far do you think you'll come by this time next year? Like, you're going to have come so far. So this is just Spirit's reminder to look back at where you've been, be appreciative for what you have, and plan for the best in the future. Okay, so we're going to get some channeled messages. Yo, my ear and my neck hurt. I see a future with you. It's amazing. I need you, baby. I can't stop thinking about how you called me out. I'm sorry I projected on you. So if you called them out recently, they cannot stop thinking about it. And they're like, yo, I need you. This is a good woman in my life that's gonna call me out like that. I need you. Even though it hurts. I am sad. Right when I say, even though it hurts, I am sad about what happened between us. I never wanted things to get this way. If only you knew how much I care about you and care about us. I want to reach out, but I don't know what to say. I feel like I fucked up big time. My inner child is wounded and I am working on healing. Maybe like 2 more. I love you. I know I am being unfair. It hurts me to hurt you, but I am not well. An admission of guilt. Just kidding. Let me take care of your body. I'll be the best you ever had. I promise. So they're like, I just heard I want to be the best and I want to be the last. I promise. I promise. It's like a vow, right? A vow to commit, right? With the commitment card here. I want to choke you because I know you like it. You dirty little freak in group 3. Scream my name, baby. I just heard I miss hearing you yell my name. I want to hear you say my name. You up? So like, are you up for this? Because I know I kind of fucked you around for a little while. Send nudes. So if you have sent them nudes, I'm strongly getting the feeling that if you've sent them nudes in the past, I just heard, for some of you, one of your nudes is their background and they see it every goddamn day. For others of you, they're looking at all the old pictures that you've sent them. For others of you, they just really want to see you naked, or they want you to send nudes. You're so beautiful, it's actually really intimidating. Can't stop thinking about those boobies. Let me tie you up. So they want to tie you up. I need to be inside you. It heals me. Threesome. I just heard some of you get mad, and then I heard them go, they literally, in my head, I just saw somebody go, and they said, you mean God? So they want to have like tantric sex. I've literally never gotten that message from the threesome card before, never in my life, but that's they want to have like tantric sex with you, right? Like with the explosion, right? Where is it? Here, with the explosion, that's what I thought first, that it was going to be so powerful. It was going to be like it'd be as loud as you want. Thought it was going to be like a spiritual thing, you know? Okay, and let's get a couple more. Sure, I will lick your toes. I'll try anything once. So either they like your, oh my God, then we have, do you like butt stuff? Oh my God. I get the feeling that your person's like, yeah, I'll lick your feet if you let me stick it in your ass. That's not a fair trade. Let me tell you right now, that's not a fair trade. But I just heard equal give and take. And also, I just heard like, I'll respect your kinks if you respect mine. So like whatever your kinks are. Also, this is them being like, I want all of you. Like, I will put your foot in my mouth. I'll lick your butthole. I'll stick my ding dong right in your poop chute. I can't believe I just said that. Your person's funny. I mean, I'm also funny because I'm the one who said it. Want to eat your ass. They've definitely got a fascination with the butt. I said what in the butt. You want to put it in my butt? In my butt? That's a song. Look it up. Tell me you love me too. They're like, tell me you love me even though I'm so obsessed with your butthole. Clap that ass on my dick because I'm so obsessed with your butt. Let me lick you all over on your butt. No, it says let me lick you all over. Then we have, when I look at you, I picture you covered in my jizz. Oh my God, I literally just pictured like a porn. Like I pictured a woman like jizz, like, and her being like the jizz, like going, we just got a ding ding from spirit going over the mouth, like, that's what they picture. Oh my God, this is so invasive. I just pictured a dick going in their mouth too. So they want to like come on your face and then they want to fuck your face with like their cum in your mouth. Damn, this is dirty. Bye-bye monetization. Just kidding. Okay, let's see. What advice do you have for group 3, please? I just heard relax. Ooh, killer instinct on the bottom. We have kick it up. We got some sexy boots. Kick it up, baby. Flex. It says fun, faith, foxy, free, fling, flex, fortify, foundation, flourish. It says a bunch of F words. Kick it up. H-I-J-K. Kick it up. Kick it up a notch. You are embodying all aspects of spirit that make this path fun and free. Go ahead and kick it up. Have you seen a mare prance her way through a stadium? She is a bundle of strength, grace, and power. She kicks her feet up and has all eyes on her. She is partnered with the perfect trainer, whom she trusts. This beauty takes her rightful place at the center of the ring. This is your time to kick it up. You are full of faith and fun. The fact that you have the power of the F words, this is amazing, flying around you right now. You are fertile. Oh, remember I told you could accidentally get pregnant? You are fertile, foxy, feral, having your feelings and flourishing. Embodying your sexuality and the fullness of your being adds up to the big F words. Time to experience the true power of fun and freedom. You earned it. Kick it up a notch. Kick it up in your platform Crocs. Yeah! That reading just made me so happy, group 3. Group 2 and group 1, all these birds are flying over my house now. They're like, yay! Group 1 and 2 were really stressful. Thanks for bringing in this good energy. This is a good note to end on. So thank you for that. Thanks for joining me. I just feel like so I keep kicking. I feel happy. Feel happy for you. This was a good message. So no reader likes to give the ugly messages, but a good reader is always going to be honest. Never forget that. Like if you liked it. Subscribe if you want to see more of this shit show. And comment if you have something to say. I'm finally starting to feel better. My ear hurts. I'm going to go put peroxide in it. Finna do some laundry. A laundry queen. Alright. I fucking love you guys. I'm gonna shut the fuck up now. Please come back another time if you'd like. Okay. Oh, I have to say thank you. Thank you to my guides, guardians, ancestors, angels, star family, higher self, Yeshua, Bala, and God source for allowing me to be the channel through which these messages flow. We thank you so much for the truth. It means thank you so much for the advice. And Rashi, namaste, but the power of 3 Samoa be always works, always a blessing. Alright guys, low power mode, but just in time. Alright, I love you. Bye-bye.
And I will see you another time. Okay, bye guys. Bye.